Alexander Hirzakon is a day trader. He often buys stock in a company in the morning and sells it before trading closes with a tidy profit. The financial markets are only a login and a password away.
Essentially, I concentrate on German stocks. No particular ones, just all of them.
He knows his way around some 300 German stocks, which are in the main indices. Hirzakon thrives on volatility, the ups and downs of nervous markets. He found his calling as a boy trading comic books.
I learned a lot about supply and demand that way. Asterix, Lucky Luke, they always sold. They were always in demand. They never got left on the shelf.
But a day trader also needs a hunter's instinct. Today, Hirzakon is tracking 90 downtrending stocks. He sets his strike price, his upper limit, and the number of shares, and lies in wait.
This sound, you hear that quite a lot. That's the broker trying to protect me, just so I don't type 10 too many. Because if you buy shares for 500,000 instead of 50,000, well...
Just one typo could wipe him out. At 9 in the morning, the stocks are off and running, and Hirzakon's ready and waiting.
You know your game, that's true. The analogy with game isn't that far off the mark.
Today, he's got his sights set on a big tech stock. It rose sharply in the past few days, and now it's falling as traders take profits. Hirzakon's waiting for what he hopes will be the bottom. One bounce and he can jump back out with a profit. Just before 10 o'clock, a trader friend calls with bad news. Hirzakon has just missed a stock that plunged and bounced back up high.
This can serve as an example. Here I was just too stingy. I set my strike price at 9.61 and it bottomed at 9.80. You can see it very well here. In just 4 minutes, it slid from 10.5 to 9.80 and volume peaked on the turnaround, then bounced up. That would have been my setup. I just bet too high here.
It was a missed opportunity for a €3,000 profit, but not a real loss. The day before, he didn't miss the chance. In 15 years, Hirzakon's learned some very expensive lessons. But now he makes a good living from day trading. German exchanges seem to slow down at lunch. Hirzakon can also take time for a walk through his hometown of Saarbrücken. Sometimes he spots investment opportunities right there. This new tea-to-go chain, for instance. If it were a public company, he'd buy.
Basically, you just have to observe what young people are doing. Are they all buying iPhones? Or is everyone crazy for tea? That'll work for a couple of years, maybe not for 20 or 30 years, but it's good enough to make a success of an idea like this for a couple of years.
At 3:30 in the afternoon in Germany, exchanges in New York open. Today, Hirzakon's only grabbed a single stock, and he's made €100.
I just have to sit patiently in front of my bush like a hunter and wait for a setup to appear so I can open a transaction and hope I can make some money.
But his patience soon runs out. Wall Street is just too boring today.
Step by step.
It was a slow day, but at least he didn't lose anything. Hirzakon is happy to spend time with his son.